As teenagers, you will face real concerns. Being a teen is an awkward stage of growth where you will be exposed to overwhelming struggles, both internally and externally. Your teen years are the times when you go through hormonal changes, social and parental forces, puberty, and stresses from work and school. You will feel like people don't understand you. We are not saying this to scare you. We went through the same, and we are still standing, strong and successful. You will go through this as well, and you will come out the other side victorious. However, you can only come out successful if you follow the right path, hence the reason for writing this book, to guide you through all the common issues that teenagers like you experience. One thing that is important to note is that most of the issues you will face might threaten your self-esteem. How you deal with these issues will often determine whether you yield into peer pressure, stress, bullying, underage sex, teen pregnancies, drug abuse, and peer pressure, among others. Take a minute to think about it. Do you desire to be an inspiration to other girls growing up in the coming years? Realize that when you follow the guidelines discussed here, you'll successfully build a healthy relationship with your peers and deal with common issues effectively affecting teens. All the different ideas in this book won't work if you cherry-pick one design here and another idea there. Instead, they all work hand in hand with each other. You can't be good at one issue and neglect another and expect to be successful. It is a holistic effort in all areas of your life. This book will help you through early identification, understanding your transitions, knowledge transfer, respect, rapport, trust and acceptance, communication and safety space, and seeking help when you need it. Realize that your teen years often can be turbulent times, coupled with growth, mental, and physical changes. The best advice is for you to look at these as the best years of your life. Look at them as the years that will shape you who you will be in the future. If you want to bring change in the world, then approach these concerns with love and empathy. Everything else will fall into place. Chapter 1. A Girl's Guide to Best Friends and Mean Girls. Ever heard of the Squad? Well, this is a group of 4 congresswomen in America who have made it to the top because of their passion, discipline, and determination. These are Ilhan Omar of Minnesota, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez of New York, Rashida Tlaib of Michigan, and Ayanna Pressley of Massachusetts. Ilhan Omar of Minnesota was the very first Somali American legislator in the U.S. Shockingly, she and her family came into the U.S. as refugees from Somalia and settled in Minneapolis. She worked her way up to the top. Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez of New York is a democratic socialist that has quickly become a lightning rod for political rights. She has pushed for environmental policies as a sponsor of the Green New Deal resolution that calls upon the U.S. to work towards a net zero greenhouse gas emissions. Rashida Tlaib of Michigan is the very first Palestinian American woman to serve in Congress and one of the first 2 Muslim women ever elected in Congress. She was also the very first member of her family to graduate high school, college, and law school. Ayanna Pressley of Massachusetts was the first African American woman to be elected to Congress in her state. Since the beginning of her political career in 2009, she has successfully waged a bid for the seat on Boston City Council, making history as the first woman of color ever to be elected into the council. Additionally, she is a survivor of sexual violence and seeks better protection for other assault victims. All the members of the Squad came from humble beginnings. Do you notice all the great things they have achieved, even despite all the difficulties they went through? All these women were once teen girls like you. They chose friends and survived the mean girls, and so can you. Good friends will help strengthen your thinking, push you forward, and help you when in need. The person you call a friend should be someone you can trust and who is loyal. One thing you must bear in mind is that the kind of friends you choose determines the type of destiny you achieve. As the saying goes, a man is known by the company he keeps. If you want to make friends, you must smile, and the whole world will laugh at you. I don't mean that you go around letting people toss you from right to left just so that you can fit in. I am talking about the ability to lighten up and be part of something beautiful, a community. Your classmates will crack jokes, laugh at their jokes. When you walk by your schoolmates, smile at them. Realize that when you let your outside crack so that people can come in a little, you stand a chance of making friends. Learn people's names. It is an essential part of their identity. If there is a way you can recall their names, the better, because that is how fast you can make friends. Additionally, you must listen to others when they have something to say. If you want to walk into a room full of your peers and want to start telling them how great you are, then trust me, they will all switch off. However, when you are someone that has cultivated a culture of paying attention to others, people will feel understood by you, and they will be inclined to do the same for you. One thing you must know is that not everyone in your school or neighborhood will be your friend. Yes, you may want to be the coolest kid on the block or at school, but take a minute to think about what fun that brings. You must realize that making friends revolves around spending quality time with others. That is how you grow together and have great experiences to remember. As you do this, ensure that you are yourself at all times. Do not try to change just so that people can like you. If they don't like you just the way you are, then they don't deserve you. Those who genuinely love, respect, and want you to be friends with them will always appreciate the authentic you. But how do I deal with the mean girls? You ask. Mean girls are everywhere, even in your adult life. The sooner you know how to deal with them now, the better for you. Mean girls are often girls in school who are quick at spreading rumors, making fun of others, and excluding them just because of who they are or their looks. It's important to know that those mean girls have their inner insecurities and take pleasure in bringing others down just so they can hide their inadequacies. Think of them as people who can't really stand up to the things they don't like about themselves, and hence see a chance of taking it all out on innocent souls. They manipulate others into thinking that they don't belong just so that their social status can approve. So, how can you tell whether one is a mean girl? Well, it is simple. They are always talking ill of others, backstabbing others, making fun of them, isolating others, sending hurtful messages on social media and texts, and intimidating them. Well, I would like to believe that you don't do these things to others because that would make you a mean girl. But what if you encounter them? What if they pick on you? The worst thing you can do to yourself is going through it alone. You cannot go through this silently because if you do, it can be damaging to your self-esteem. The best thing is for you to reach out for support, parents, teachers, friends, and even the school counselor. There are times when you will want revenge, but realize that you are way above that. Simply stand up for yourself and let them know that you cannot be intimidated. Have friends who can stand with you. A united front is a way active. Finally, love and befriend yourself first. If you want others to respect, admire, and want to hang out with you, you have to want to hang out with yourself first. Most girls often grow up with the fear of being too much, too large, extreme, or loud. We think that self-love is arrogance. The truth is that you can admire yourself without necessarily being conceited. Learn to spend time with yourself. While this may sound a little contradictory, the truth is that thinking of yourself as the coolest kid in school or around the block allows you to love yourself first. Rather than going around worrying yourself sick about a party you were not invited to, appreciate all the incredible things you can do all by yourself. Quote, "Lots of people want to ride with you in the limo, but what you want is someone who will take the bus with you when the limo breaks down." End quote. Oprah Winfrey.